Hey everyone, Trent here, Precision Transmission. We've got our 1997 Chevy Tahoe in with the transmission in. We've got our wire upgrade kit for the computer. This computer loses its ground for its 2-3 upshift to raise pressure during the shift. So what it does is it actually will cause a flare. Doesn't matter how many transmissions you put in this thing, it will take every one of them out. So you have to fix this issue or it's going to cause a 3-4 clutch failure every time. So this is the wire. It's a one single wire. It's actually a GM fix. Can you get this from GM still, Father?
We bought the last one that they showed in existence.
Okay, so we're going to try to maybe show you how to.
The thing is having this paperwork, because you can cut wires and do some swapping and stuff.
And you can make it work.
Yeah, if you have this diagram, all you need is a ground wire.
Yep.
So you can make your own ground wire. It's just having the information to know which wire to swap.
There you go.
So
I'm going to take you through
I bought the
this.
last one on the internet or from GM yesterday, and had them ship it in because we're going to be using this one here. But we're going to make probably 50 copies of this right here to throw them in my files. That way we never lose it. So you can always make your wire. You don't have to buy it from GM. It's just getting this to tell you how to do it.
This is going to be
a
really.
make copies of this and put them on our YouTube page. That way you can see it. If you got a 96 to 97, I would do it even if the tranny ain't gone out. I would do it because when it breaks, you don't ever know. Next thing you know, you start slipping in third gear. So we'll get copies of them, get them made so you can find it. That way you're not buying them. You're not going to get any more from GM. So.
Yep. And I do have this. I've already started. I've got our computer looked at right here. We've got our clear connector, what's calling our white connector. The pin taken out, pin 18. And then that's where we're going to be locating our new wire here. Well, our new wire here. That's actually what I took out. So y'all guys stay tuned. Let me get this wire in here, get the other connector out, and we'll go back through the rest of the process on doing this, and y'all can do this. Okay, so we have our jumper wire in here in our main clear connector. Now, when you take this thing apart, you have 3 clips. 1, 2, and 3. And then you got to get there's 2 on the side here, 1 there, and then 1, hold on. Come on. 1 right there. So, we're going to plug this one back in. And we're going to go to our blue connector. That's where we're going to be jumping to where we can fix our problem. So y'all guys stay tuned. And we'll get this thing together. Okay, so we have our blue connector that is right beneath our white connector, which is your clear. We're gonna get this thing taken apart. Has the same 3 clips on it, and it has your side pins. These push in, okay? They push in with, I have a nice terminal pin kit tools. Let me get it to zoom in here. But pocket screwdriver, anything like that. Something to just get in there and get on the hooks, push those in, and then you're gonna pull those out. 1, 2, and 3. Strip about 3 inches down on your wire loom, and it'll be nice and clean to where you can work with it. We're back again. We have our pin 18 wire from our white clear connector now pinned and connected here in our blue connector, location 23. Location 23. Okay, so we have all that pinned in. We're gonna get this all nice and closed back up. I might not be able to do it while we're on the phone. Let's see. Oh. Hey, look at me go. Dang, nice. Okay, so we got that all together. Get y'all's clips back on. Make sure it clips on really nice. Make sure your pins are all deep in your holes. If they are not, you're gonna have issues when you get this thing back together. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, so we have our blue connector back in. Everything's all nice and tight, plugged in, ready to go. We have our red connector out. We're gonna do our same thing. Be careful, but it does go on the bottom right there. It goes underneath your black plug. But once you get it out from there, just kind of swing it from underneath up on top. We're gonna do the same thing by taking your clips from your sides, and then your 3 clips on this side, and the back, just like your other 3. We're gonna take this one apart, and this is actually where our jump wire is gonna be inserted. Okay, we've got our pins all back in our connectors. We have our electrical tape. We are taping back our wire looms. Everything covered back up. The wires that you're not gonna be using, that you took out of the pin, out of the connector here, just kind of fold it over, and definitely make sure that you tape around those really nice. That it is not going to be touching anything, causing any issues. This, we are going to wire it in. I'm going to tie it in right here. But I'm going to leave our label shows that we have changed this. And this thing is updated to the latest, to where nobody has to mess with this thing if it goes anywhere else. But there's that. We're gonna get this thing all back together, get the fluid in it, and do some road testing. We will also, be putting our fancy pressure gauge on this thing as we're watching as well on the computer. So we're gonna be watching actual target pressure, line pressure mechanically, and watching it electronically through our scan. Look at us go. We've got our 11 quarts of fluid in it. We can walk over here and not trip. We have our wire hooked up. Everything is looking really good in that place. And then if we go over here, if you hook this thing up correctly and you go back to your scanner, you shouldn't have any codes. So guys, that is a good accomplishment. If y'all have been following me through this video, and y'all have done the exact same thing as I have, give yourselves a round of applause, pat on the back, because if you're having this issue, this should fix the unit if it has not hurt itself already. As you can see, we have our mechanical gauge on it right now. It's just sitting in park, idling. So we're gonna go drive this thing around, and we will get back here and do a recap video on how everything went. If y'all need anything here at Precision Transmission, please give us a holler. Thanks, have a great day.